A new report finds Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan is hosting leaders of terror group Hamas in his country to plot attacks against the Jewish state. Here's One America's Kristian Rouz with more.
An Israeli lawmaker is asking the US to slap sanctions on Turkey yet again, after a new report found Ankara may be harboring Islamic terror group Hamas. On Wednesday, a member of the Likud party near Barkat wrote a letter to US Ambassador David Friedman saying Hamas is plotting his assassination from inside Turkey. Earlier this week, British newspaper The Telegraph found Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan is hosting the terror group's leaders in Turkey.
We believe that they have probably a few dozen operatives based in Istanbul, but they include some senior figures. Saleh al-Aruri, who is the global #2 of Hamas, the most senior figure outside of Gaza.
According to Israeli intelligence, Hamas has a base of operations in Istanbul, which it uses to plan and direct attacks on Jerusalem and the West Bank. Israeli authorities say a previous attempt to assassinate Barkat, who is the former Jerusalem mayor, was undertaken out of Istanbul as well. These reports put into question the role of Turkey in NATO amid the already rife tensions and pose a challenge to America's policy ensuring the security of Israel.
The other day, I heard President Erdogan attacks Israel, and I want to say to him, you that brutally oppress the Turkish people, slaughter the Kurdish minority, and support the terror organization Hamas, you are the last one that can lecture Israel.
In these slides, President Trump may be facing tough choices going forward. On the one hand, the president recently expressed support for Turkey as an important member of NATO amid tensions between Ankara and other allies, such as France. NATO allies are criticizing Turkey for allegedly failing to comply with the 2015 agreement with Israel to banish Hamas from its territory. On the other hand, President Trump repeatedly said helping Israel against Islamic terror is among his top priorities.
As Israel has endured the new wave of rocket attacks in recent weeks, my administration has made clear that America supports Israel's absolute right to self-defense.
But now the US may have to adjust its policies towards the Middle East and NATO. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu reaffirmed his intent to fight Hamas for whatever it may take, which some say may lead to heightened tensions between Israel and Turkey, or even a possible military confrontation on the ground in Syria.
The hope after 2015 was that both sides could choose pragmatism and decide that shouting at each other politically doesn't achieve much when there's a lot of money to be made. And things seem to be progressing on that front, but Hamas has been a major sticking point.
The Telegraph also points out a top Hamas commander with a $5 million US bounty on his head has recently traveled in and out of Turkey, facing no obstacles. The Trump administration has yet to address these mounting concerns. Kristian, Rouz, One American News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One American News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One American News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.